Hey everyone, it's Dealer Destro, and we're back with another Modern Era G.I. Joe review. For this video, we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Marksman, codename Shooter. I'm guessing that's her codename, because I don't know that her whole code name is Jody Shooter Craig, like her file name is Jody Craig. So I'm going to go with codename Shooter, and that's kind of hilarious to me because the first thing I think of is like Happy Gilmore. And I want to do I want her to have like the double pistol hands, but no such luck for this offering, and that's fine. So looking at the file card here, that's the file card. Okay. So feel free to pause as per the usual, so you can get the backstory. Okay. So I know I've been ragging on these file cards like the last few videos, like that this is kind of like subpar. And that's true. But all of this, I just want to make sure that I'm clear here. All of this has been money. Like, all of it. All the artwork has been phenomenal on these things. And I'm pretty sure I said that too. But anyway, so there is for my international folks, because we don't want to exclude everyone. And then there's more. And lastly, there's that. So, and I realize I have this figure like spinning on this display thing. Shout outs to my boy Dwayne from THC Hardcore Collectors and various Transformer groups on Facebook. He let me borrow this. You know, he was kind enough to bring it into work, and I snagged it off his desk while he wasn't looking. So I appreciate that. So I'm gonna let that turn around a couple more times. You know, that way you can get a full 360 kind of view of the figure. And then I'm gonna, okay, so that's good enough. So I'm gonna kill this right there. Take the figure off. I'm gonna set this aside. And then I'm gonna adjust the camera so she's in frame. Okay, so accessory wise, I guess I should put her to the side, sorry about that. She comes with this, and I wanna say, while this is good, it is not as good as like the Destro case, because like the Destro case had the pin in here, which prevents stressing. Anyway, that aside, let's go ahead and see if we can't crack this puppy open here. Bear with me, I'm gonna have to go off camera for a second. I apologize. So we can have a look-see at the goods, if you will. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is her rifle. And let me tell you, this thing has some heft to it. It really does. I am very impressed with this accessory. Just as a whole, it sets a new precedent for accessories that come with this scale figure. And yeah, and now that I'm actually looking at this through the camera, I never even noticed. Let me see how close I can get on there. Whoo, money. Whoo, you, ooh, ooh, oh. Look at that. Look at that. Paint. Holy shnikes. All right, let's attempt to assemble this on camera and see how much of a, and see how fun we can make this here. Because I have very big hands, and I tend to be a little clumsy when it comes to this. Okay, so there's the main piece, and then let's see here. So it looks like, sorry, I'm trying to keep this on camera here and look at it. So it looks like the bipod goes, yeah, maybe. All right, I'll just try to savagely force it on. Okay, and there it is. So there's the bipod. And then we got this little guy here, Booyah. And then, oh Snap. We got tactical stock. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Booyah. And that's money. Holy crap, that's money. All right, and then to get, as things get even better, we got tactical scope action. Tactical scope times 10, maybe times 30, like the sniper rifle from Halo 1. And that's not really cooperating with me right now, but that's okay. That might need to be sanded down. I'm not even mad about that because it's still, it still holds pretty good. And then we got, I don't know, 7-round clip. I'm just pulling numbers out of the air here at the minute, but look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is what I am talking about. That is an accessory. That is what I'm talking about. I can't say enough good things about this accessory. This thing is phenomenal. Phenomenal. This bit of wonky business aside, like it doesn't even look, now it's straight and now it's straight. That doesn't even bother me in the slightest. In the slightest. We got, let me see how close I can get up in here so we can kind of oogle some of this line work here. So we got rail system, tactical line work, tactical espionage line work right there, bam. Clip, and not really so much detailing on the clip, but I'm not even mad about that. You got a trigger sculpted in there. You got more line work all along here. You got detailing on the suppressor right there. Suppression details. However, details are not suppressed. Oh, see what I did there? So I'm very excited for this bit right here, ladies and gentlemen. This, again, I will say it one more time. This is an accessory. This is how you accessorize in this scale. Just like this. Just like this. Like the fact that they did this, like I don't even feel I have to come in there with the gunmetal and brighten that up because I don't want to ruin this nice aesthetic that they got going on there. So there's that. Okay, and I'm going to gently put that to the side because that is a whopper of an accessory. All right, so let's see how this works with this new lighting here. So I hope that that's showing through good. Like I said, I have been messing around with the lighting, so I know that the Duke video, the faces were a little off, and I apologize for that. Anyway, moving right along. So I want to say that this is new web gear. I don't know for a fact. Like I bounced it up against a few figures that I have on my shelves that kind of have this similar web gear, and I noticed it was all like the web gear that wraps around the shoulders with like the pistol sculpted up front. So the knife does come undone. It does come out. And that is nice as well. Note, there's no wonky paint flaws like the knife we had with the Saw Viper. And that's nice. And I appreciate that. I appreciate when things are done to this level of attention to detail. Also, she's got what you would think would be the standard offering with the suppressed pistol, but surprisingly enough, it is a new sculpt, ladies and gentlemen. And again, once again, this is a fabulous accessory here. All right? You got suppression sculpted in. However, again, details are not suppressed. You got fantastic line work. You got a trigger. You got good line work towards the back of the pistol here. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about. Like, again, the team that is on point, when I see stuff like this, I can't help but think there is love here, ladies and gentlemen, meaning this. Meaning we all bought G.I. Joe in the 80s, right? I can't help but think that some of the folks that are working on this line right now, when they get the opportunity to do something like this, the love shows through. All right, I'm just going to say that again. The love shows through on this figure. And now, having said that, this upper torso looks like it could have been reused. And if it is a new sculpt, I apologize. I apologize for that. So, sorry, I'm just gonna move this stand so it's not in frame here. So, again, the paint, I'm gonna say this was cast in, whatever, African American. This was cast in a black flesh tone, perhaps. And the paint on the face, where the eyes are sculpted, or where the eyes are painted in, is phenomenal. The paint on the hair is clean. And ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a brand new head sculpt. Now, what I'm going to say about this head sculpt is when you do a new head sculpt, this is how you bring your A game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. A game. Okay? A game was brought for this figure. Little splotch there on the neck. Again, because of the scale that we're working with, I'm not above whipping out an X-Acto knife and just kind of dusting that off, okay? That's fine and dandy to me. Doesn't even faze me in the slightest, all right? So moving down, this whole thing here, cast in a black plastic, okay? However, on the shoulder, and let me see how I can show, let's see how, look at that. Oh, geez Louise. Maybe if I, there we go. Okay. That right there, that is how you put a stamp on a figure. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm not even sure what the heck I'm looking at there. Like, is that could be like, that is not a dragon. All right, I'm gonna take this off camera for a second. I apologize. Well, I'll be. That, ladies and gentlemen, is either some sort of reptile or like wolf type thing. Breathing a fireball? No. Whatever. Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, I like it. It's done clean. And again, at this scale, I can't ask for anything better than that. So, having said that, please feel free in the comments to level set me on that, because like I said, I'm going a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs with this figure here. You got silver accents on the belt. You got ammo pouches, and that's all fine and dandy. You got a nice little silver accent to kind of break this up. The web gear goes over phenomenal. It is a different tone. The elbow pads are even a different tone. You got this nice little arm or ammo pouch. You got the straps. And again, I think this is all new. I think. If it's not, I apologize. I'll go back and double check, some of my figures here after this video and, comment if it's not. So you do get the updated ankle. Oh! So there's that. Oof, man, this is a rock solid figure. Anyway, so kind of got ahead of myself. So as far as the arms going up, that's as far as you're going to get up. You get the it's good. No problems there, all right? Full 360. It is not hindered or impeded in the slightest. Let's see here. So is this? So sometimes what I've noticed is this elbow joint. No, that looks right. No, that looks right. So elbows are a little impeded because of the sculpt, and that's I'm just gonna say that's okay. This, I don't know that this was necessary. I'm not really too crazy about this. I don't like that as like the G.I. Joe logo. I would have preferred like the eagle head like we got in the movies and past offerings, or maybe even just the good old Uncle Sam flag on the shoulder there. But I might just like rub that out with alcohol or something. Anyway, she will sit in a vehicle with no problems. She will also, because of the double knee joint that's incorporated, she will also get some pretty rad poses. Seriously, like, and then you do get slightly forward on this, and I'm a fan. I'm sold. Consider me sold. The only thing that this figure does not have is the updated wrist point of articulation, and I'm not even mad. Like, I'm not even mad at that in the slightest. So there's that. Yeah, this figure is good. This figure looks rock solid. And you know what? Like, taking it a step further, you know what? The fact that she's missing like the eyeshadow and the lipstick, you know, I might have the wifey touch that up, and then that would be pretty close for like a 1-for-1. So I'm not even mad at that. So anyway, so I'm gonna get her geared up and stood back up on the base, and then we're gonna come back with a final verdict on this bad boy right here, or I should say this bad girl. All right, so there she is with all of her gear and whatnot, and I gotta point this out real quick. So within the weapons case, I don't know how many gun owners we got that watch my videos, but when you own a firearm of this caliber, it usually comes in a carrying case. And that carrying case is usually insulated. And this has the insulation detailed in there, and I think that is a phenomenal attention to detail. I really do. Here's the deal. I can't say enough good about this figure. This figure, this is exactly what you want out of this line. This epitomizes, again, what a G.I. Joe figure should be. And again, the fact that it's kind of like, yeah, the Viper's a good figure. That's a solid figure. The Iron Grenadier, bias aside, I still like that figure. This figure, accessory-wise, what they're doing, what they decided they were gonna do here with this, that extra little bit of love, that extra attention to detail, I don't even know what else I could say like about this. This is solid. This is solid. The only thing I guess that I can say about it is it could have benefited from the same pin mechanism that the Destro weapons case had, where you assemble his gun. Other than that, this figure is rock solid. Now, here's where it gets a little, you gotta weigh it, right? This figure is part of a 3-pack for the 50th line. Just like the Officer, the Saw Viper, and the Bat. Mind you. That was a very solid 3-pack, because again, you can, in my opinion, you can never have enough bats. Officers, yeah, you'll hit your limit. Saw Vipers, I don't know, like those guys are pretty cool. Like I'd probably opt for another couple of those. She comes in a 3-pack with Outback and Falcon, and we'll take a look at those guys too. But that's what you gotta weigh. The only reason that I bought this 3-pack was for this figure. Falcon and Outback, we're still in the packaging for a while. I got them unboxed now because I want to do videos on them, and that's the only reason I unboxed them. If you don't have a Night Force Falcon already, that would probably be a good stand-in, because what you pay for the Club Night Force Falcon, you could absolutely get this 3-pack. So if you're on the fence about that, you probably want to get this 3-pack. The Outback, we'll talk about that in the video. Nonetheless, this is what you want for this scale, this offering, this line. Unfortunately for me, I tend to be a little disappointed from time to time, because when they crank out a figure like this, I expect that on every release, especially given how much money I'm putting down. And hopefully they'll figure it out. Hopefully they'll get this whole universe merge thing figured out. They'll decide, where does G.I. Joe belong, and what kind of medium are we going to use to pump this product out. They already have several comic book lines going, and from what I understand, they're very successful. They got a ton of my money for the whole Cobra Civil War thing and when Craig showed up and the new Cobra Commander, etc. So it can be done. Is a comic book enough to carry a toy line in this day and age? I don't think so. You need the cartoon because these kids nowadays, they're not picking up comic books. And again, I guess it really boils down to who is your target audience. Are you targeting the youth of the people who are now adults who bought your product in the 80s, or are you still targeting the people who are now adults? Because if that's the target base, if that's the direction, if that's the mission statement, then they're probably good doing what they're doing with these limited product releases. I don't know. Again, I'm still a little concerned about the merging of the universes. But when I see stuff like this, it's really a welcomed breath of fresh air. So I will just leave you on that note, ladies and gentlemen. Do I think this is a solid figure? I think this is a rock solid figure. So I appreciate you guys tuning into my videos. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe for more videos because they are on the way, just like more team members are on the way. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Appreciate it.